Yeah, welcome to another edition of SALT. This time it's going to be some spunky analysis. Yeah, spunky. I'm going to be bold. I'm going against the referees here, but there's a rule I don't know. It's of course we still got low tech, although it's a little bit better. It's daytime. This one's a little clearer. And look at that, you got the football field in the back. You like that? The football field in the back. So there's a little bit higher tech than usual, but it's still low tech, very low tech. Spunky analysis, low tech. In December, we're talking a game between St. Louis and Arizona. And check out a punt. Here's a punt. There you go, right there. Oh, no. One second. Oh, wait a minute here. I'm going to first go to the... okay. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. Here comes a punt. What's that? Am I on? Okay, punt towards the end zone. Let's see if the Rams can save him going in the Cardinals can save him going in the he jumped. Ooh, did he save it? Interesting. Ram picked it up. Okay, so what we have there so far is a punt. Arizona saved it from going in the end zone, or did they? It was unclear after he... by the way, you'll replay, you'll see he jumped from the 1 yard line, so his foot was not in the end zone. Therefore, that part was great as far as the save from the ball going in the end zone. But when he threw it, it's unclear whether when he threw it back, did it land on the line or not, or did he get it to the half-yard line? Either way, a Ram picked it up. Now, since Arizona did what's called an illegal touch, the Ram can pick it up, the team that it's punted to can pick it up, try to advance it, and not have to worry about any fumble that happens. Even if the Ram would have fumbled 50 yards down the field and Arizona recovers, Ram ball. So that's a chance you may want to take. Now, it happens to be another complication on this play, and that is there was a holding penalty. So let's hear how Bill Vinkovich, what's his name? Vukovic. Let's hear how Vukovic handles this holding call as we have on most punts. We have a holding call on the team receiving. I'm sorry, we have on the team receiving the Rams. We have a holding on the Rams, so that should send it back even further. Let's see what Vukovic said. I don't know what his name is.
There's a flag down. Let's check that. At the 20.
Okay. I have a little conference. Hey, he's not arrogant. He's not going to try to do it on his own. He's going to talk to the officials about this. We're going to have a little conference because we got to get this right. Jeff Fisher, who's on the rules committee, watching closely. Jeff Fisher, a very overrated coach, very good in the beginning of his career, but now he's 8-8. He doesn't get consistency out of his teams. Good guy for a defensive coach. Rams haven't had an offense in a while. I gotta blame Fisher a little bit, but that's a side point for a different salty topic.
I think as it stands, it's going to be...
Now, he's also going to consult whether he save it from the end zone here. He's got to do one more consultation. You'll see. Did he save that from the end zone? Yeah.
Hit the 2 minute.
It's a tough one. Now, listen to the call here. I'm building a drama here. I could have fast-forwarded right to the actual call, but you're going to love this. I'm telling you, it's worth the wait. This is classic. And I'm being spunky. I may even be missing a rule here, but let's see what he calls. Get ready.
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 21. The end of the kick was in the end zone. That penalty is being forced from the 20 to the 10. Arizona has declined a penalty, taking the result of the play. First down, 5-yard line.
We appreciate the clear.
Okay, now did you catch that? Basically, what he just said was that the ball was in the end zone. Because had they taken the holding penalty, it would go from the 20 back to the 10. Meaning he's saying that the ball was in the end zone. Why would you assess the penalty from a different yard if it wasn't in the end zone? So it would have went from the 20, holding, half the distance to the goal, move it back to the 10-yard line. But wait a minute, he says, but Arizona has declined the penalty. And therefore, it's 1st and 10 at the 5-yard line where number 21 and the Ram guy got tackled after he picked it up. Remember, the Ram guy picked it up and started running. So at the 5. I'm sure you got that right. You got that all right. That was pretty clear. What? What? You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. You mean to tell what how unless there's some unwritten rule, some written rule, some rule out there that I don't know about. How could it be that had they taken the penalty, it would go from the 20 to the 10? That means if you don't take the penalty, then it stays at the 20. It stays at the 20. If Arizona declined the holding, they should stay at the 20 because that's what they ascertained. The penalty would have gone from the 20 to 10. It means they're saying he was in the end zone. And they're also saying, by the way, I should have added this, that if the penalty would have been assessed from the 20 to the 10, they're saying it doesn't matter that the Ram picked it up and ran with it and went to the 5. Apparently, once it was in the end zone, once the ball hit the line on the end zone, it goes out to the 20, even though a Ram picked it up and tried to run. Now, I didn't know that was the rule. I thought if the Ram picked it up and ran, that negates the fact that the ball hit the goal line, and now they get the ball at the 5. Now, if I'm right about that and they get the ball at the 5, again, take the penalty, and the ball should move from the 5 to the 2.5-yard line, half the distance. There goes my glasses again. I had to put on different tentacles, line. Yeah, you'll see me without glasses. I had to put on different things that hold, that hold this. What's it called? There's a word for that. The arms of the glasses. So it's a little problem. All part of the low tech. But you got that? Either he was in the end zone, and that's what they're ruling, and it doesn't matter if the Ram ran it out, and the penalty would be assessed to the 10, from the 20 to the 10, and of course Arizona would take it. Or once the Ram picks it up and runs it to the 5, that overrules the fact that the ball hit the goal line, and now the ball's at the 5. Now you tack on the holding. Of course, Arizona will take the penalty to move it back to the 2. I don't see any... Ignore that noise. There is no possibility in my mind that because there was a holding and it's declined, now you view it that the Ram running it out does count and it's at the 5. How does that happen? Either you fully judge it at the 20, in which case they take the penalty that goes back to the 10, or the Ram taking it out overrules and it's at the 5, and Arizona takes the penalty, moving it back to the 2.5. They had to decline, in this case, they had to decline the penalty to move it back, to get the ball at the 5. Had they taken the penalty, it would go from the 20 to the 10. Tell me why, if you decline or not, determines whether you start from the 20 or the 5. Now, he just made, that's what he said. That's what Mr. Vukovic said. Now, let's listen to what the announcer's reaction, unfortunately, you heard a few seconds of it. I didn't pause in time, but let's now listen to what the announcers here. We have Rondé Barber.
To the 10. Arizona has declined a penalty, taking the result of the play. First down, 5-yard line.
We appreciate the clear explanation by Bill Vinovich, and it makes sense.
And there's the hold. The ball.
We appreciate the clear explanation. It was pretty clear what he said, and it makes sense. Yeah. Again, showing the announcers, they didn't even know what he was saying. If that makes sense to this announcer, I forgot who this is. I mean, he's not one of the main names, but he's a good announcer. But he says, thanks for the clear explanation. He was pretty clear, but of course he made no sense at all, the referee. And it is, I looked to see if Mike Pior talked about this or somebody. I got to get someone that talks. Hey, why don't I just go online and try to do it that way? Anyway, that was over 9 minutes on a referee call, but the reaction of the announcers is priceless. Come on, that was worth the wait there. And that ends this edition of a spunky analysis. I'm being bold. It could be a rule I don't know about. Spunky analysis, very low tech. And as you can see, my cap, the 20-year anniversary of the Heat, season ticket holder, it says over there, the Miami Heat during their 20th year. I won't tell you what happened that year. Oh, it was terrible.